What's going on, guys? This is Burrs. I'm here with Nate Murr, inventor of the grip stop and many other wondrous things. We're going to be talking about enhanced bolt stop. This is from Badger Ordnance, and the thing that sets this apart is it's a billet part. So a lot of the ones that you get in kits and stuff are not billet, so that's what sets us apart a little bit, especially with the price a little bit. But it also has a enlarged areas on it so that you don't come up and miss when you're trying to, hit the bolt latch or the bolt stop.
So here's the factory OEM style bolt catch, right? So the bolt catch serves two purposes. By pushing down at the bottom of it, it allows me to administratively lock my bolt to the rear, and pushing on the top of it allows the bolt to go forward, right? So I push in, bolt goes forward, strips around on the magazine, chambers it, and it's ready to fire. So the problem with these is a lot of these are actually made out of cast steel, right? So it's possible for this part to fail, and I've seen this part fail, particularly where the paddle meets the main stem. Like this part right here, I've seen the paddle actually break off the bolt catch, and it's just because it's a poor casting. So with the Badger Ordnance extended bolt catch, it's their enhanced bolt stop is what they call it. But what you gain is a larger surface area. It's a larger paddle, so it's a little bit bigger than the OEM part, and then you have an improved serrated area at the bottom for pushing down to lock the bolt to the rear. More importantly than the paddle being larger and the bottom being larger is the fact that it's made out of billet steel. So it's made out of 4140 Ordnance steel. So this started life as a solid block of steel and was machined down and then phosphate coated. So it's a stronger design. And because it's stronger and it's made out of superior materials, it's going to be more expensive. I think a bolt catch is like $5 or something like that for a scenario. They're pretty cheap. But once again, there's a potential for them to fail. If you have a good quality rifle made with quality parts from a reputable manufacturer, the odds of failure are pretty low, but there's still the chance that it might fail. So just be aware of that.
Yeah, so the one we're replacing here today is going to be the Ares Armor lower parts kit. Is what the one we came with that right there, which is going to be good. But to step it up a little bit, the Badger's definitely one of the ways you can go.
So you're going to gain strength. You're going to gain surface area for the paddle, and you're going to gain the enhanced bottom so it's easier to lock your bolt to the rear. So not a knock against Ares, to make good stuff. I like their gear. It's a good bolt catch, but it's still an improvement with the billet from Badger Ordnance.
Well, it's a standard parts kit, and that's...
Yeah, standard parts kit, standard parts.
Yeah.
Alright, so what we want to do is we want to find the right sized drift pin, or punch, right? One that's going to slip inside the hole, and then we can use to tap out the roll pin holding the bolt catch into the receiver. Let's tap it out. Now Badger Ordnance doesn't give you a new roll pin, which would be smart if they did, but they don't. So make sure you don't lose your existing roll pin, because you're going to need that to install the Badger. This could be a tricky part, especially since I'm using my little ad hoc homemade action block here via magazine. But what I want to do is I want to align the hole of the bolt catch with the hole of the receiver. So how I do that is I can take a small Allen key, right? I can use the Allen, I just slide that Allen down in there, and that's going to hold it in place. So ensuring that my detent pin and spring are in there to push up against the bolt catch, I'm going to slide my bolt catch in and in the position where it's holding. There we go. What I can do is I can take a cotter pin or a piece of wire, small Allen, whatever I want, as long as it's small enough, now it's captured in there, right? So I'm going to go ahead and push that cotter pin down, and when I go to install the roll pin, it's just going to push the cotter pin out of the way. It's going to drop it out. Now at this point, and I think we talked about this in previous videos, the AR assembly video.
Yep.
It's a good idea to take some painter's tape and just mask off your receiver. And the reason why we do that is that if a tool jumps or slips, it's not going to scratch the hell out of the receiver and make it look all nasty and gouged up.
I'm not worried about that, but some people are.
Some people are. So
this video is going to touch a lot of people, not just a few.
Sometimes getting this guy started can be difficult. It's like almost like you need 3 hands. So, pin right there. Take a different punch Try to hold all that in place at the same time. A little tap. Get it started. Alright, we got it started. So now what I can do, if you watch the cotter pin, it's going to slowly move down as the roll pin slides in its place. There we go. Alright, so we had to use the brass drift because that pin is kind of flanged out, it's kind of opened. Alright, there we go. So there it goes. It only took us about 5 minutes to install. You can see that the enhanced bolt stop freely slides back and forth, which is good. You don't want it to bind, you don't want it to stick, because when you go and you insert a magazine, it's going to push up on that. You see how the follower pushes up on the bolt catch, moves freely. It shouldn't take much tension to engage that bolt stop, that bolt catch, to make it move. So, looks like everything's good to go. So, it's locked in the rear with 3 different magazines, P-mag, PI mag, and a Lancer mag, so that's good. You see, for locking the bolt to the rear, I have a larger surface area. It's a little bit easier for my thumb to find that and catch that. And then for throwing the magazine, larger surface area, a little easier to hit with your thumb. Smack.
The smack looks a lot more.
If you look at it,
Actually,
looks like
peeled out a little.
Yeah, it looks like it sticks out a little bit further. So it's not just the size of the surface area, it's also how it's angled away from the receiver. So it doesn't take very much to send it in the battery. So that's pretty cool. It seems like a pretty nice part, like a good upgrade.
So when I grab a mag out of a pouch, I always keep my thumb here, and when I ride it up in, then I'll send it forward. So that's a lot. You're right, it is angled out a little bit compared to the standard one. It's definitely a lot more surface area. It's actually twice the surface area as the standard one. Yeah, it's serrated on the bottom. It's actually a little bit longer on the bottom. So we'll get a close-up of that. So there it is, installed. Badger Ordnance enhanced bolt stop. We'll go ahead and take us out to the range and get some range time on it. So if you guys have any questions or anything, let me know. If you guys have an enhanced bolt stop of any sort and you want to talk about it, put it in the comments, or better yet, make a video about it. Until next time, later.